Hello there, and welcome to my fourth metal beer review. This is going to be pretty interesting, I think. This is Lervig and Surly Brewing Company, a collaborative ale they have done with the Norwegian black metal band 1349. Surly's out of Minnesota, and Lervig is out of Norway, as is the band 1349, which I've never listened to before, but I'm going to while I drink this beer. And this is an 11.2 ounce bottle, 330 milliliters. It costs $9.49, kind of high. But it's 13.49% alcohol by volume, so it is a very large beer. And this beer, I guess, was brewed at Surly's brewery as well, but this particular was brewed in Norway at Lervig. There's a score for the Surly on Beer Advocate, but there's not for the Lervig. There's only been 4 reviews on Beer Advocate for this beer. So there's not a Beer Advocate score, but there is a Rate Beer score, and it's 96 overall and an 88. Something in my eye in the style. So the commercial description on here, the 1349 ales are a result of collaboration between 3 highly potent forces: Norwegian black metal masters 1349, American Feinschmecker brewery Surly, and Norwegian rising brewery star Lervig. With these ales, we wanted to explore the powers of combined forces from different worlds of craftsmanship and to manifest our ideas of what proper beers are. We have all brought our minds, hearts, and souls to this project. Revel in the Dionysian, I don't know what that is, pleasures. As the bubonic plague silenced 2/3 of Norway's population back in the day, this dark beverage will scatter ashes along its way, leaving you breathless but wanting more. The 1349 Black Ale is our strange old brew, an absolutely massive beer loaded with all the power malts, hops, and freshly ground espresso coffee has to offer, and rounded off with a distinguishable note of apocalyptic delicacy. This calls for a toast. Now have a sip from our massive cauldron of chaos. This was imported by Shelton Brothers Incorporated out of Belchertown, Massachusetts. So it's all I know about that. So let's get this thing open. Came all the way from Norway. Wow, I can smell it already. And I was reading on Surly's website that this is like somewhere in between an Imperial Stout and an Imperial IPA. And it's listed as American Black Ale on Beer Advocate and American Strong Ale on Rate Beer. So that'll be... About a finger and a half ahead there. Better get every drop. $9.49 a bottle. Really tiny bubbles, and there's still kind of streaming up. It looks like there might be some floaties in there. It smells really nice. Let's see, can we get any light through it? Nope, it's pretty much... Oh, man, there's a lot of stuff floating around. I don't know if... try to figure out a way to... Look at all that stuff floating around in there. What is up with that? Oh, well. There's a lot of sediment in this beer. It looked like whenever I was pouring it in there at the end of it, there was stuff coming out. So let's get a nose on it. Time of the year, my sinuses are starting to get a little wacky. A lot of dark fruit, like raisin and big in the nose. Got some hop presence as well. Malt, roasted malt. It's like a really sweet smelling beer. Very roasty, fruity. It's definitely interesting. And the head's just about dissipated now. So, hoppy, yet dark fruit and roastiness. It's pretty interesting. So, anyway, I'll stop rambling on. Wow. I am sorry. There is something in my eye. I don't know if it's a hair or what it is. Big and sweet up front. It's got about the mouthfeel of a stout. Imperial stout. Very small bubbles. The dark fruit is that is a big, complex beer. A lot of dark fruit up front. The back end, getting kind of bitter. I don't know what the IBUs are on this. From the, I'm assuming the coffee and the hops. Pretty bitter on the back end, but the front is extremely sweet. This is a very, very interesting beer. So I want to drink on this for a while. It's a big old beer, man. 13.49% alcohol. I'd like to know how they did that, like how they managed to do that. But I'm going to check this band out and come back and give you my final thoughts. Well, I'm back. I got probably, well, yeah, quite a bit more than a final swig here. This beer is massive. One of the biggest beers I've had in a long time that wasn't a stout. It's huge. Really sweet, a lot of dark fruits, coffee's in there, and just the bitterness on the back end really balances it all out. But I mean, this beer is just freaking massive. I tried listening to 1349, and they've actually got an album called A Massive Cauldron of Hate, or whatever was in the commercial description of this beer, but man, I just really can't do black metal that much. Just not a fan. But the beer's good. I will say there is a little bit of alcohol present, but I mean, yeah, for a beer this large, I mean, I'm kind of expected. And it does have a little bit of heat to it, I guess I should say. So, it's pretty good though. Yeah, I probably should have drank a little bit more. It's definitely not a beer you want to drink fast. Definitely not. Very bitter on the back end. I'd be really curious to know what the IBUs were on this beer. Ugh, I don't even know if there's just one drink there or not. Yeah. I'm sorry for the facial expression. It's just not a beer you want to drink fast, and I just kind of got on a little bit too soon. Don't drink this beer fast. It's not enjoyable. to drink fast. Yeah. Ugh. Why did I do this? It's a big one. It's a behemoth. It's a monster. Behemoth has a beer, I guess. At least one. I'd like to try it. Anyway, I think this beer is a 6 out of 7. The price, I know it's imported, but it's pretty damn expensive. And it's a big complex beer, but I wasn't super sold on it. Like, it's a little bit much. This is probably more of a beer I would want to drink with a meal, a big strong meal. I'm gonna give it 6 out of 7, which would be in my A category, but I'm giving it about a 90. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's how my stay scale works. I don't even remember. I'm gonna give it about a 90. I'm gonna give it in the A category. But anyway, that was that. I'm probably not gonna do an AB or a blood alcohol content thing this week. But thank you for watching, and hope to see you soon. I've got my eyes on a couple more metal beers, and yeah, hopefully I can get those and we can do those. Stay metal, my friends.